Take a deep breath now, just for a second. Now pay very close attention to what I'm about to tell you, because this might completely change the way you see your own life. You were probably kidnapped. Yes, kidnapped. And the most disturbing part, you did not even notice. There was no violence, no screams, no masks. You were not forced into a car, but something still took you. It stole your focus. It stole your energy. It stole hours of your life, every single day. And the kidnapper is still with you right now. Maybe it's in your hand. Maybe it's in your pocket. Or maybe you are using it right now to listen to me, your phone. But it is not really the device itself. It's something much deeper, much smarter, much more dangerous. You were captured by an invisible system, a system created with one single objective: to steal your attention, minute by minute, day after day. And the most genius part of this system is that it makes you believe you are in control. You think, I will just check something quickly, just 1 minute, just one more video, just one more notification. But then something strange happens. You look at the clock and 30 minutes are gone, vanished, evaporated, and you don't even know exactly what happened. Do you remember any specific video? Any important information? Anything meaningful? Probably not, because none of it was designed to be remembered. It was designed to keep you trapped, scrolling, clicking, watching, nonstop. Maybe you have asked yourself before, why is it so hard to put the phone down? Why is it so hard to focus? Why does discipline feel impossible? Many people think this is laziness or lack of willpower or weak character, but that is not the truth. The truth is far more disturbing. Billions of dollars were invested to study your brain. Yes, the best engineers, neuroscientists, human behavior experts were hired to discover one single thing: how to capture your attention for as long as possible. And they succeeded. They created algorithms, smart notifications, infinite scrolling, psychological reward systems, everything perfectly calibrated for your brain. This is not an accident. This is behavioral engineering. Every detail was designed. Every color, every sound, every vibration, every notification, everything exists to trigger a small chemical reaction in your brain, a substance called dopamine. You've probably heard about it. Dopamine is often called the happiness hormone, but that is not exactly true. Dopamine is not pleasure. Dopamine is desire. It is the signal that makes you want more, much more. For our ancestors, this was perfect. Dopamine pushed them to leave the cave, to hunt, to find food, to survive. Without dopamine, we would never have evolved. But technology companies discovered something dangerous. They discovered how to hack the system, how to trigger dopamine without effort. Unexpected notifications, unpredictable likes, short videos, infinite scrolling. You never know what the next stimulus will be, and that keeps your brain hooked. This is exactly the same principle used in casinos. Slot machines work like this: random rewards, unpredictable rewards, irresistible rewards. You pull the lever, maybe you win, maybe you lose, but the brain keeps trying. On your phone, the same thing happens. You scroll the feed, a funny video, a compliment, a curiosity, a controversy, a small reward, then the emptiness. So you scroll again, and again, and again, without noticing. You enter a loop, and that loop was designed to never end. But here comes the cruelest part. The more cheap dopamine you consume, the more your brain adapts. It begins to reject anything that requires effort. Reading a book feels boring. Training feels exhausting. Studying feels impossible. Building something meaningful feels too slow. But watching another 15-second video, that feels irresistible. You are not weak. You are targeted by a mass distraction weapon.
Now, I want to tell you something most people never realize. The biggest damage might not happen when you are using your phone. It happens when you try to live without it. Because the real cost is not just lost time. The real cost is the fragmentation of your mind. Look at how this happens in your daily life. You wake up. Before you even leave your bed, you grab your phone. WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, news, memes, controversies. Within minutes, your mind is already full of useless information. the most powerful moment of your day, the moment when your mind is the clearest, the most creative, the most focused, was just handed over to algorithms. Then you try to work or study or create something important. But suddenly, your phone vibrates, a notification, you look, you respond quickly, just a few seconds. But here is something almost nobody knows. Research shows that after an interruption, the brain needs on average 23 minutes to return to deep focus. 23 minutes. Now imagine that happening dozens of times every day. Your brain never enters real concentration. You spend the entire day busy, but producing nothing truly meaningful. Then night arrives. Your body is tired, but your mind is still racing. More videos, more scrolling, more cheap dopamine. The light from the screen blocks your sleep. Melatonin is not produced correctly. You sleep badly, you wake up exhausted, with less energy, more vulnerable to the same cycle again. Then the guilt appears. Why can I not focus? Why do I have no discipline? What is wrong with me? But now comes the most important revelation of this video. Dopamine is not your enemy. It is a powerful tool. The real problem is the type of dopamine you consume. There's cheap dopamine and there's expensive dopamine. Cheap dopamine comes easily. Short videos, likes, ultra-processed food, impulse purchases. It creates a fast spike, then a crash. You feel empty, restless, wanting more. Expensive dopamine works differently. It comes after effort, after finishing something difficult, after learning a new skill, after weeks of training when you finally see results, after completing an important project. It grows slowly, but it builds something real: confidence, self-respect, competence, real results. Cheap dopamine traps you. Expensive dopamine transforms you. So the solution is not eliminating dopamine. The solution is replacing one with the other. Now let us talk about action. Step 1. Brutal diagnosis. For 3 days, observe your behavior. Every time you grab your phone without a real purpose, write it down: the time, the emotion you were feeling, and how long you stayed there. You will discover something shocking. Your life does not lack time. Your life has a massive attention leak. Step 2. Strategic detox. Disable unnecessary notifications. Move addictive apps away from your home screen. Create specific times for social media and establish one powerful rule: no phone during the first hour after waking up. No phone during the last hour before sleeping. Step 3. Pleasure re-engineering. Replace cheap dopamine with expensive dopamine. Move your body. Train. Walk. Sweat. Create deep focus blocks. 45 minutes without your phone, working on something meaningful. Build real relationships. Talk without screens. Look people in the eyes. And choose a big project for your life. Something that takes months or years to build. After 7 days, you will already notice changes: less anxiety, better sleep, more mental clarity. After 30 days, you will have recovered real hours of your life, time to train, study, create. After 90 days, you might not even recognize your old self. More focus, more energy, more progress, because now you control your attention. And when you control your attention, you control your life. They tried to kidnap your mind, but now you see the game. And when you see the game, you can break the rules. So start today. Take back your attention. Take back your mind. Take back your life. Now tell me, which op steals most of your time? Write it in the comments. And if this video woke you up, like the video and subscribe to the channel, because here we are building a community of people who decided to take back control of their own minds.